Magon. Yeah, another Bit of Truth podcast. Yeah, the version we're giving you right now is the video style. We go get into this and break it down with this so-called Judaism. We go get into that because, you know, it's a big thing right now with the so-called Kanye West, you know, running around talking that shit, and also Kanye West. Not Kanye West, but the Kyrie Irving. Two of them basically going against Jew supposedly, and they are the same. What you have to understand, they claiming Jew. Yes, the Kyrie Irving basically claiming Jew because they are Jew. What is Jew? Yes, this Judaism right here that they give you is just a hoax for another religion, but the Jew been hiding. The wicked people been hiding on the Jew. In order for you to basically, you know, stay hidden, you have to play victim. You can't be out there like you the one. But Jew, they the one who basically hurting the people. The Freemasonry, they call them Jew. You got it? You better understand that. They're not no different color from nobody else. They're the same peoples that you see dancing around on the world stage. They actually call themselves Jew. Black, it don't matter. They also call themselves Jew right now. So with this so-called anti-Semitism that they're selling the masses is 100% bullshit. And like I say, in order for the oppressor to continue oppressing you without you seeing them, they have to play victim. So now, black people so-called coming out and say, no, we the victim. We the original victim. Now take a look at this right here with the Judaism and how it come along. Take a look at this right here. So they're telling you the Judaism basically is a religion right there. It developed amongst ancient Hebrews. That means they basically belief right here. It's right characterized by belief in one transcendent God that basically revealed himself to Abraham, Moses, and the Hebrews. They tell you these are prophets. You understand what I'm saying, people? So all of this right here is basically some kind of supernatural thing they're building religion on. Remember, all religion is fake shit. All religion is to divide up man in sections. And I already told you, all religion hold a little piece of truth. But the only way you're gonna figure it out, if you study all of them, pick the truth out and put it together. But you can't, because you despise the so-called other religions. And that's why you can never know the truth. Now, they set up this right here to basically fool the masses, but I already know what the Jewish is. The Jewish is the Freemasonry hidden. That's what it is. So the peoples who basically grew up on the Judaism and they're following, they don't understand what's going on here. They don't understand. And they can also be persecuted by the same people who call themselves Jews, who basically want to make them look like victims. They will persecute them. They will do all kind of things to them. Yes, just to show that, yes, Jews is the victim, while the so-called elites laughing and basically, you know, plotting for the masses. So we go get into this right here and break it down. Now that you know where this religion come from, just like people saying they're seeing aliens now, they're seeing unidentified flying object. It's something like this right here. Some people just come and say, yeah, God revealed himself to me, and bam, a religion starter. You can't disrespect them. Get the fuck out of here. Move. Now, take a look at this Kyrie Irving right here. This is the big thing right now. He playing for the New Jersey Nets. Remember, all of them is Jew. Yes, Freemasonry. Even this sodomite right here. What you think he claiming? He claiming the same Jew. What is Jew? Jew is a fucking illusion they used to hidden under. You understand? It's something they hidden under. Which all religion, that's what they use it as a shield, as a hidden place. Yes, you believe in religion, so you're a good person. No, that's where they're hidden. Listen to this Kyrie Irving right here and hear what they're fighting over, people. It's bullshit.
And it's a title given to Christ, Philippians 2:11.
Yes, he talking about title that given to Christ. He talking about all that verses in the Bible, all government shit. Pay attention here.
Name translates in the Hebrew language as Yahweh.
So you hear that the Yahweh is name translated in Hebrew language as so-called Yahweh. You hear that? All bullshit, people. Do you believe in these times you sit there fighting over this shit right here? He can't help none of you. Why are you playing dumb with this dumb shit that they're giving the mass? It's just division. Pay attention to this character right here on the screen.
I went on Amazon Prime. I was like, you know what? Let me see if there are any documentaries on Yahweh.
Listen.
So, went in the search bar, typed in Yahweh. That came up. Went out and shared it on my platform. That was my night.
So you hear what happened, people? Because his name translates to Yahweh in Hebrew, he go on Amazon searching for documentary and them things on Yahweh. He find a documentary, the one they call anti-Semitic, and he so-called, post the link on his channel. I don't know if it's Twitter or whatever. He tweet out the link, and this is where the heat come from. It's just to put them on. You never understand. All of them is the same. What do you think? Who you think old Mike and sitting right there is the same people? The ones they target and point the cameras on to bring it to you. Those are the people working their brain on you. Don't never believe them.
In terms of the backlash, or what people call it, we're in 2022. History is not supposed to be hidden from anybody.
Yeah, but all history, remember what it's called? History. Whose story it is? It's all made up. Nothing real about history. All fake shit come through there.
And I'm not a divisive person when it comes to religion.
Listen, religion.
I embrace all walks of life. You see it on all my platforms. I talk to all races, all cultures, all religions. And my response would be, it's not about educating yourself on what Semitism is and what anti-Semitism is. It's really about learning the rules.
What the fuck is that word y'all bringing to the masses about Semitism? It's all bullshit, people. They're playing victim. Those are the people who actually holding you in the bandage. Don't let them play victim and catch you. As you could see, the eagle in the background for the Barclays, all coding for the masses.
Of where these come from, and understanding that this is an African heritage that is also belonging to the people.
You hear
Africa
that, people?
Is in it.
You hear that, people? African heritage is the Jews. You hear that, people? First they tell you Africa is the motherland. All of this shit, they take you and slave you. And yes, you want to be the slave. You want to be the victim. So everybody fighting to be the victim. Remember what I tell you from day one? They have two set of people who play victim on this earth. Jews and blacks. Now you see what happened? They're going to let the blacks and the Jews supposedly fight to who's the victim. Who is the victim? Who going to win out? Who going to be the one that get persecuted and stepped on and beaten down? That's what you're fighting for? It's a dumb shit.
That we want to dismiss it or not. So the claims of anti-Semitism and who are the original chosen people of God, and we go into these religious conversations.
Do you understand what they're fighting over? This is what everybody getting upset about. I'm going to play it in a minute with all the backlash that come from this. You hear what he say, people? He said he was the original, our black people was the original chosen ones. So see what it is? So you see what they're calling anti-Semitic? Do you see what they all mad about? Some people come crying. You know what they're crying about, people? Because this guy is supposed to be black, and he said he was the one who was been persecuted, who been beaten, who been suffering from the evil hands. Everybody wanna be that victim. What is carry, people? What it come with? It comes with some benefit? Well, let me tell you this just in case you don't understand. The ones that claim Jew is one that rich. Remember, they own every fucking thing, people. The airwave, everything you hear. The music industry, the movie industry, Hollywood, the whole thing belongs to Jews. Who they call Jews? Freemasonry. Just remember, it don't matter about the color or the supposed race. It's Freemasonry. That's what they call Jews. You're not understanding that the evil people, which is Freemasonry, playing the victim. It's dumb. This is a sodomite. He also a Freemason. What do you think, people? He come out and say, yeah, when people talking about the flat earth, he come and say, yeah, the earth is flat. And he rolling with the people. The COVID shit come out, he rolling, not taking no vaccine, and he holding out and all this shit. Now he gonna come stand up for you as a black person and say, yes, you was the victim, you the original Jews, you the original chosen God people. So what about the rest of the people? That's why I don't understand this. What about the rest of the people? They're not God people? What kind of bullshit is this? Only the Hebrews? You better get out of here. It's made up shit. 100% made up shit. They have to use them to play victim so they can step on your damn neck without you knowing.
I don't live my way like that. I don't live my life that way.
Listen to this shit right here.
And I say a melting pot of all races, white, black, red, yellow, Jewish, Christian, Muslim, and you can see the way I live my life now. I'm not here to be divisive, so they could push their agenda. I don't want to say they, because I'm not a...
You see? You can't say they. You don't want to say they. They can push their agenda and you take it back. It's always an agenda behind all of these shits. When you see the puppets come out, you better wake your ass up. You're fighting to be a Jew, black people? Are you dumb or what? In this dangerous times, you're fighting to be a Jew. Wow.
Find any one group or race of people. But I'm in a unique position to have a level of influence on my community.
You hear what he say, people? In a unique position to have an influence on his community. What his fucking community is? The people who believe in him. The people who actually follow him on Instagram and all of those so-called social medias. That's what you need to understand. So he got you right now in his back pocket. He just playing with you.
What I post does not mean that I support everything that's being said or everything that's being done or I'm campaigning for anything. All I do is post things for my people and my community.
What do you mean you post things for your community and your people? Who the fuck is your community? And your peoples? Who did you post it for? Who you want to believe that there was been manipulated and enslaved and do all of these things to? Who? Get the fuck out of here.
Those that it's actually going to impact. Anybody else that has criticism, it obviously wasn't meant for them.
Wow. With the mic in a pyramid form, people, pay attention to this right here. Because I told you it is a fake fucking event. 100% fake.
Hopefully I'm understanding what you said, and I want to make sure I get it right because I don't want to misquote any part of it.
I don't expect understanding from a media conglomerate group that sincerely talks about the game of basketball, and then we bring up religion as if it's correlated at times when it's convenient for people to bring it up.
It's religion, people. That means anybody that was been, slave back then was Jews, and it's also a religion. Do you understand that, people? So what they're trying to tell you right here, they tell you about Moses, and Moses went there and speak to God in a burning bush farm and come back with the 10 Commandments and all of that shit. So all of that shit right here supposed to tie to Jew. I already told you the whole thing is fake with people. That's why when I break him down, a lot of people mad. The truth is Hollywood and all of those things owned by the supposedly Jews, which is Freemasonry. Don't watch their color. Don't watch their race. It's Freemasonry. That's why they hooked in there to brainwash the dumb masses. Kyrie Irving is a big part of it.
Please just be direct with your question so we can move on from this and I can talk about the game and go home to my son Elohim and my wife Marlene, okay?
All with these sound, people. Of course he's gonna name out his son because his son also have a supposedly Hebrew name. What a dumb shit for the masses. Wow. Wow.
I might take it that this was, what you shared was not something that you even watched. This was, you did watch it, or either watch it or read it.
I had a lot of time last year to read a lot.
Listen to
a whole bunch. Good and bad about the truth of our world.
Yeah, that people read a lot of good and bad about the truth of our world. You hear him? This is the same guy they use every time they need something on the table. Remember, he's a supposedly, rebel, basically. So everything he gonna go against. It's not a coincidence, people, why they have to mention the Jews, because they want to set it straight. Remember, this is not new, people. Black people been saying they're the chosen one, they're the Hebrews. Oh, we're the one they've been beating and chopping up back in the days. It's us. It's us they used to beat. What do you get from that, black people? Why trying to show yourself up as a victim? I don't understand. You're following something that you don't understand either. Why you following that shit and you don't understand what it means to be a fucking victim? Why you want to be that? You don't get it. The people do that because they want to destroy you. That's why they play victim. They tell you the commissioner of the NBA, they're not hiding. They tell you that he's a Jew. So he's supposed to fire this guy or get rid of him because he is a Jew. Remember, people, you can sit there and say, yeah, well, my race is superior and my race is superior. You can say that all you want. You just gotta look stupid to the smart people. And that's what they're actually fighting for. That's what they're fighting about. Who is superior? Who is God chosen people? So they X out the rest. The rest of them is not God people. What kind of dumb shit is that? And that's why the Jews and the black is fighting right now. That's what all of this uproar caused by. They want to see who is the supreme being. Who the one who's supposed to be in the earth. Who's supposed to inherit the earth. It's Jews because they're the one who've been persecuted. It's bullshit, people. Wake your ass up. All of that shit was made up. And they might ban this podcast, but all of that shit is made up. Why you think they give you the fake Olicast? So he can stamp on the victim and the supposed Jews. When they play victim, you can't understand, you can't see what they're doing to you. They're playing victim, meaning they're not gonna hurt you. They're the one who worry about you hurting them. That's what they're trying to put in front of you, and then bam, destruction time.
So then do you, I guess, understand or not understand those that might imply that work had anti-Semitic leanings in it?
What is it?
I only ask this because the tweet is still up there, so
We're in 2022. It's on Amazon, a public platform.
Bam. There you go, people. That's another thing you need to look into. Nobody go to Amazon and say, oh, anti-Semite, why are you selling that? But if you go there and buy it or share it, or you the bad guy. You see what I'm talking about? Why they don't touch the establishment? The establishment is they own Amazon. You understand that, or you stupid? They're the one who own Amazon. They say that they are Jews. Amazon owned by Jews. You understand? So I'm asking you a question. Why sell this anti-Semitic, you call it anti-Semitic? It's a video, a tape. Why did you sell it on Amazon? But hold on. You're going to blame somebody and kill somebody for sharing it or buying it off Amazon? That's the most dumbest shit I ever heard, people. Why they don't take it up with Amazon? Why selling something that's forbidden? Why? Why is you selling it on Amazon? Bam.
Whether you want to go watch it or not is up to you. There's things being posted every day. I'm no different than the next human being, so don't treat me any different.
Yes, you are. That's why you're sitting there, lay back with the mic, programming the dumb people. That's your job. Not to play ball. Like I say, they can put on puppet with a fucking ball bouncing. They can't fool the mag. This is a puppet. That's how they put them on. So yes, they have a voice now to talk to you. Move.
That exchange with Nick Friedel the other night after the game. And look, if he keeps making a big thing out of the word promotion, that is promotion. If on your social media, you say, boom.
Just like you have CarMax right here, a government company. Yes, they put there to rob the masses. Of course, that's promotion. That's how they do it. What are you talking about on this program? It is promotion. That's what you need to understand. More fluid to the fire.
Here's
in the
a link
division.
to this.
Watch this guy right here, people, in the multiple colored bow tie. That to show you is a fucking puppet coming from all angles. Pay attention.
Hey, you should watch this.
Listen.
Correct? He's
people.
got 17 million Instagram followers, another 5 million or so on Twitter.
You hear that, people? You hear how much followers they supposedly Kyrie Irving have? All those millions of people has been programmed, been brainwashed by these characters that the government put on. How dumb can you be if you're thinking that Kyrie Irving is going to set truth to you? He's going to give you truth. You believe that? If you believe it, you're stupid, people. He's one of them. That's why he got the platform. That's why he's on their platform.
You're all over social media. Do you ever
Look at the Shaquille O'Neal, another fucking puppet on the masses. All of them is. They're here to brainwash the dumb people.
Out there, Shaq, that does not represent something that you feel?
I was probably one of the first guys on Twitter. And when I realized the power
Where there's a
it had,
propaganda network.
I knew I had to be very responsible. Followers, platform, whatever you call it, I knew I had to be responsible.
You hear they talking, people, just because somebody say, yes, you're not the victim, I am. You're not the one who got beaten and stepped on, it's me. And that's what caused all of this shit. Like I say, people crying and everything, they act like the world hen because somebody say it's them is a victim and not you. Shaquille O'Neal right there is a Jew. How dumb can you be? What's the difference between him and Kyrie Irving? He also come and said the hurt is flat and then they heat it back. All of them is fake.
I try to make people happy. I try to make people smile. My formula has always been the same: 60% to make you laugh, 30% to inspire
All
you,
called in.
and 10% whatever I'm selling. You have to be aware of what you're doing. And you have to be aware that sometimes when you put stuff out, not everybody's gonna like it. Some people.
And so what? When I put out this truth, not everybody gonna like it. That's why you strike it down. What, you gonna sue me because you don't like it? Get the fuck out of here. I told you they're trying to let the people shut up. That's what it is. Anybody who have something to say, you need to shut up. And it's coming to the time where they're gonna social credit the masses. What you say on those social media now matters and can use against you.
Conscious, some people are not. I can tell he's not conscious. He doesn't really care what's going on. But us, I know that
Us.
you know, the game that we used to love and we promote, it brings people together. And it hurts me sometimes when we have to sit up here to talk.
They never have nothing that brings people together. All division. Why you think they're discussing this right here and the so-called inside the NBA? Why discuss this shit on an NBA of sports basic program? What is this about? I already told you, they're just putting it on.
Stuff that divides the game. Now we got to answer for what this idiot has done.
You see? No, you see what it is? That's how they do it, people. Yes, he's an idiot. Anybody who claiming the victim is an idiot. That's what you need to know. Every single one of the black people who claiming that they was the one who chosen by God, they was the one who's supposed to get beat down, they're the one who's supposed to have the boot on their neck, so we the good ones. You're dumb as a rock. Same thing with the supposedly Jews. Yes, fighting to be a victim so they can get to destroy other people without them knowing. That's why they do it. Why take that up on you? Why take it up?
I stand for equality of all people.
Get out of here. They're all fake.
Don't matter what religion, no matter where you're from. I can say shalom, salam alaikum, ni hao, say bon, because that's how I was raised.
Because they use it to sell multiple products. Shaquille O'Neal, they used to sell multiple devil products. So, of course, he got to stay clean in the eyes of the people.
I don't really want to sit up here and answer questions for what he's done. You know, if you're looking at me, it's my job to make people happy. I can't speak for him and
people happy.
Answer for what he's doing. It's obviously by his answers and the way he answers, he doesn't really care.
Chuck,
Listen
I think the NBA dropped the ball.
Listen to this right
In
here.
what way? I think he should have been suspended.
You hear that, people?
I think
Take a listen to this right here, people. Pay attention to what this Charles Barkley gonna say. One of the biggest puppet you ever see. By the way, he's spray painted. That's not real tone from a man. You understand? That's not a real tone from human being. That's just a man paint, spray paint right there to look dark. This Charles Barkley is a faker. 100% in. And he was one of them in the NBA that you would have say like to just talk. He said, oh, I don't care. He just tell you what's on his mind. Oh, I'm not no role model. All of this shit. He used to be one of them. The same thing as Kyrie Irving do. Like I said, that's why they make these puppets so they can bring shit to you. You think the Charles Barkley was different from the Kyrie Irving as far as opening his mouth? Same damn shit on the masses. But listen to what he gonna say here.
should have suspended him.
Yes, he should have been suspended.
First of all, Adam's Jewish.
Adam's Jewish. That's the commissioner of the NBA. Why is all of them Jewish people? Why? Why is everybody who have the money Jewish? Remember, I tell you, what's the devil fucking material on earth? What's the devil tool? What the devil used to control the people in here? 100% it is money. You challenging me on this shit or what? I said it's money. Money is the one they use to control this earth. Money owned by the devil. Why is everybody rich in this world is a Jew? The commissioner of the NBA is Jew. The commissioner of the NFL is Jew. All the sports commissioner is Jew. All these operators in Hollywood is Jew. All these music industry is Jew. You get what I'm saying here, people? Why? How? They are the devils. They're hidden under that Judaism 100% in. That's Freemasonry. Listen to the Charles Barkley right here and they got busted.
You can't take my $40 million and insult my religion.
You don't give nobody 48 million or 40 million unless he's a part of your fucking religion. Just remember that shit. They're not gonna give no outsider that kind of money. You understand what I'm saying? It got to be peoples that they're gonna use later on some way or the other to brainwash the people. That's the Kyrie Irving. That's the Charles Barkley.
Told me, you have the right, but I have the right to say no. You're not going to take my $40 million.
So the $40 million that Kyrie Irving supposedly get paid is coming from the commissioner? I thought the game is what they use to produce the money, and the players is the one who's playing the game. So that's why the money coming in. That's why the commissioner would have the money to pay him. Get out of here.
And insult my religion.
Insult your religion. Listen.
They made a mistake. We have suspended people and fined people who have made homophobic slurs.
Why? Why you have to fine people for opening their mouth and saying that their opinion on shit? Every fucking day they bring you on TV to talk your opinion, to say your opinion. How you feel about this, Charles? That's the reason why you're talking right now. But when you bring your opinion, you're supposed to get suspended and fined for it. It's dumb. Wake your ass up.
That was the right thing to do. I think if you insult the black community, you should be suspended or fined.
Insult the black community? It's all bullshit, people. Like I said, don't play no victim. What did I tell you? Come out of the box, so when they poke the box, you won't get hurt. Come out of that box that they made for you and call you black. It's a box. The box that they give you to live in, you got to get out of it to actually see what's going on in it. You can't just sit in the box and expect to understand it. The box is a trap. It's a system they put you in. What do you think, people? Wow.
I saw they did the same thing to the kid in Minnesota this year when he made the gay slur. I think you should get suspended or fined.
See people? All the New World order shit that they put in line, you can't go against it. You're going to be suspended and fined.
Him acknowledging the Alex Jones thing, something should have happened with that too.
You hear that, people? For him to just acknowledge a Alex Jones video, he should be suspended for that, people. What is freedom in this world, people? What is freedom of speech? What is freedom? There ain't such thing. So they're using their puppet to try to box you in to let you understand there ain't no freedom for you. Period, point blank. You can't say what you want, even though they give you these social medias. Why they give it to you? For you to expose yourself. Not to talk what's on your mind or to basically give your opinion. It's to basically expose yourself so they can have something against you.
Crazy. And
listen what he goes.
I can't believe that we ain't talking about that. We're talking about this idiot. And
it's a plan.
When you say, if I say, hey, I'm agreeing.
He just fumbling and bumbling, people, because he's a paid puppet. What you can get. Listen him.
With this movie, this book or whatever,
yeah,
I'm agreeing with it. I'm not going to put, first of all, I don't do any social media. But when you're somebody as great as basketball like him,
watching people
going to listen to you what you say.
That's the reason why they make them. When you're a great basketball player, people gonna listen to you. What did I tell you? They put on puppet with a fucking round ball. They put on puppet with the fake music that they give you. The movies, they put somebody on screen. That's the reason why they bring you screens. They can bring you somebody and keep showing him, and then they say, oh, this person is popular. Before you know it, I want to meet him. I want an autograph. I want to know him because you see him on that box. Just because you see the person on that screen that they give you so they can use it to make puppets. Do you get it? So now when the puppet is made, you have to listen to them. So that's why they tell you playing ball so people are going to listen to him. Why? What playing with ball got to do with knowledge? What playing ball got to do with what you're saying out your mouth is going to be legit? Get out of here. Move.
And there's some French people out there. But like I say, I blame the NBA. He should have been suspended.
And their conversations are continuing with the Brooklyn Nets, with the NBA, now. But they're also looking at, they're looking at how do we move forward at this so we don't go through this again. No, it's not too late to say, how do we prevent this? It's not too late to do that. But I see
watch his hand sign. He got the 666 on. But the Charles Barkley tell you that he is a Jew. You understand? How come he's a Jew and he's the same fucking race of Kyrie Irving? But Kyrie Irving is not the Jew. I don't understand. Remember why all of this is going on? Why they say he hate Jew and he anti-Semitic is because he say he's the chosen one. His color is the chosen one. That's why he's so wicked. That's why he's evil. Because he said that he's the chosen one. The one that got, stepped on back in the days and been slaved. That's what they're fighting for, people. Hear this.
I see what you're saying.
I want to say that the reason it's too late. The NBA is giving in to peer pressure. When if one of our players do something, they have the right, the team or the league has to do something immediately. If you just give in to peer pressure, that's the problem I have. This should have been handled already.
Kenny, let's get into this. Go ahead.
Well, firstly,
all of them fake.
If we're going to take what he says on a Twitter, we have to take everything he says. So
Twitter.
if I'm going,
What did I tell you about Twitter, people? It's a propaganda network. What did I tell you in the Kanye West video? What did I tell you? All of them shits gotta come to Twitter. Twitter is the one who gonna spark all of these conversation, all this division, every damn thing gonna come from a tweet. Wow.
take everything he says. I'm going to believe that he doesn't support or any of the views or promote the views of. He said it right in my face. I have to accept that. So I will believe that. There are people in this world who's done in their art have done great things that have said crazy things that we still listen to their music. We buy their paintings. We do their things, and you might take
and they're all puppets put there by the world government to brainwash the people. That's it.
Of that and say, I believe in this. Okay, so I'll take that as it may from Kyrie Irving. But I also believe that the reporter did have a right to ask the question.
Oh, sure.
That's it. So, and that's really where the argument began.
You come there to talk about basketball. This is why I know it's all by design. You come there to talk about basketball, talk about the points, talk about where your team at, the team sucks, what's going on. But you're asking about anti-Semitic shit. You're talking about a movie that somebody posts on Twitter, that they share a link on Twitter. That's what you come to ask about in the press conference. It sounds stupid. Like I say, it's all by design to put on this shit in front of the people so the Jewish people can supposedly play victim. I'm going to ask you again, why you think they're giving you the so-called invasion of Ukraine by Russia? The same oligarch bullshit they're playing back again. Let the Jews play victim. Modern time, just in case you wasn't around in 1933 when they pull off the fakery with the Jews, supposedly get persecuted by Hitler. All these people dying, gas chamber and concentration camp, and so they're trying to relive it again with the supposedly Ukraine invasion. It's all fakery, 100%. It's called the evil people of this earth playing victim, so you can't see them. They're playing the good guy, but they're actually the bad people that's destroying the earth 100%. You can tell because they're the one who control the financing, the whole money system and everything. They control it. They're the one who billionaires. They're the one who rich. What that tell you people is the people who supposed to own this earth, basically own all those shit, own everything in it. It's a difference, people, between owning the material things on earth. The material things was made up. So if you Jews own it, I'm sorry, the Jews is the one who destroying the masses. 100% in. You just prawns. You prawns talking about you Jews. You don't know shit. You don't know shit about the Judaism. None of that. They give you some holidays, give you some event. You think you know the religion. You don't. All religion is a division scheme they put together.
You don't have a right to ask me that question. I do believe that. And based on this, for Kyrie, is that he has put himself as, he says, I'm the voice for some of the speechless during the COVID. So now he has transcended from basketball and became an activist.
All of them is transcended from whatever they put them on in the game as. That's what it is. That's why I always mention the Bill Gates. He come in as a computer geek. I guess he transcends to the so-called, infectious disease and vaccines now. Do you understand what I'm saying? Kanye West coming as a producer now. He's so-called, conscious enough to tell you some truth. It's dumb.
So you will ask him that question based on some things that you may read. But I have to believe him also when he tells me that is, if I'm going to believe parts of it, I have to believe the totality.
You know what? And I just think Kyrie's just part of this. I mean, I just think we've lost our way. I think.
What he say, people? He say Kyrie is just a part of it. You have to mention that shit, people. Kyrie Irving have to make the conversation start. He got to spark the conversation because he's a puppet That's what it is, and they want the people to shut up about this shit. Like I don't tell you, black people been saying that from ever since. They want to play the victim. So this is nothing new.
In this country, we've lost our way.
Yeah, I think way long time.
Have forgotten what it's like to put the thought process into. If I put this out there, who am I going to hurt? And they haven't. They're.
You could have said that about almost every post that the people is making, but you choose this one, anti-Semitic supposedly. It's bullshit.
They're giving no thought to that. Where's civility these days? Where's empathy? But and it's just it's a worrisome road and it's a dangerous road that we find ourselves on now.
No, we didn't find ourselves on no road. They're the one who put you there with these puppets that you're following. So-called ball player, now he brainwashing your dumb ass.
Look, Chuck and I on our podcast today, we had Rabbi Erez Sherman from Sinai Temple in Los Angeles.
Sinai Temple. You hear that? Just like Mount Sinai. Yes, where so-called, Moses see God in a burning bush farm, remember? That's where they supposedly start this religion from. These supposedly prophets that say they saw God in person. God revealed himself to them, and that's why they got that religion. So the people who seen supposedly lights in the sky now and they spot UFO, what happened to them? They're gonna trans something to get to where they at right now. You need to get out of here with this bullshit. The people that see alien is also important. You better get out of here. All fake shit for the masses.
To talk about this situation, and it bears hearing. Listen up. If you were face to face with Kyrie Irving, what would you say?
Look at this.
I would say,
right
come
here.
into my synagogue, meet my children.
Come into my synagogue, as you could see him showing a number 15 right there in the background for your number 6 synagogue. Wow.
Learn about us
All
as
of
a
them is
community.
fake.
Teach our children what it means to be a human being in this great country of America.
What it is.
And then, I think good things can happen.
We as black people,
Listen to him.
we know racism. We want people to have empathy, and they're not gonna have empathy for us.
Listen to him, people. He's struggling to read the script. As you can see the stars on him, he's struggling to read the script. What is he telling you right here? Go back. Watch this.
We want people to have empathy, and
Oh, the fuck! You know what we need? What we need people to have. Black people need people to have entity. I tell you people, it's because they brainwash you and use you as a victim, but you can't play the big victim. You have to play the small victim that gets nothing back. You understand? The big victim, they get goals and they're the richest one now in the world. They're the richest now. What do you get for playing the fucking victim, people? Move.
they're not gonna have empathy for us if we're in certain other religious groups.
See?
If minorities don't work together and just pick on each other, call each other's names.
So you call Jews minority, the ones that own everything, the ones that have all the money in the world, the ones that print money.
Make these stupid stereotypes. We're never gonna heal.
What has to be done is conversation. It's meeting the other. That has to start now.
This weird looking character, man, I told you, man, the brainwash of the people will never stop. Sometimes I'm hurting about it because I already know much people is sucking up the damn dumb shit, man. How many people is sucking this shit up and believing these characters because they're smiling and they're laughing, oh, I'm a rabbi. You can't rob I. You can rob them dumb people that they believe in you. You understand? Move.
Start young. And the reason that I love this show is because it has to start in the sports world. Sports and faith intersect in a very deep way.
You hear that, people?
And that has brought so many people together. And I know it has.
That's what they use for the division. That's what you need to understand. Bam.
The Nets, that situation, and the way that they're currently handling Kyrie Irving's, which is allowing him not to speak, despite it being against the rules, I guess, of the collective bargaining agreement and player contracts in the NBA. What is the current status of the Nets and Kyrie Irving that you can share with us, Frank?
And I think too, and I know, and rightfully so, you've been critical of it. I think the guys on TNT were critical of it. Us on the Yes Network, we were critical of Kyrie Irving. Maybe all that stuff is really starting to weigh on him now because, Kyrie, for all this nonsense that's happened over the past 5 days, has actually played really well up until last night. He wasn't the same player. He looked really detached. He didn't score until the fourth quarter. I think he finished 2 for 12, 0 for 6.
This is how they do it, people. You hear the coding in it. But what I'm trying to tell you, people, is they're going to come down on the supposedly Kyrie Irving and give him basically a hard time because he claiming that he's the one who drew the Jewish black people. So that means he basically violate big time. So you have to look into this and be like, okay, so what is this role that they really claiming, this Judaism and this supposedly being a victim and you was the one who was holding, they free you up. God said, let my people go and all of this shit. You say it was you. You was the Hebrews and you naming your kids all his name, and it's dumb shit, people. And like I say, it's one of the biggest division scheme you ever see. All of it is fake shit for the dumb masses to get you basically rolled up in these times, the end times. Why you think the credit's going up and everybody being exposed? You're not understanding. Everything is coming out now. Oh, they're coming out saying, we shouldn't have, lay people off or send people home because they didn't take the jab. All of these shits is coming out, people. What do you see coming out? Every damn thing I used to tell you about basically coming to light. They've been exposed. And that's why a lot of times you see them put on these events basically to kind of channel in the masses a little ways so they can correct them, to put them back in line. This shit been out there. They've been trying to put it out there. They're not hiding it that the Jews own everything. They're not hiding it. But what they want you to get to your head is the Jews is the victims. That means it's all right if they're rich. It's all right if they're billionaires. It's all right if they got all the money in the world because they're the one who was persecuted and been through the whole thing. It's bullshit. They're the one who set up your life for you. His story is fake. All of those so-called Asian day shit that they're feeding you is just to lead you in the direction that they want you. Nothing is real about it. So when you hear them bringing up this anti-Semitic bullshit and everybody coming down on the Kyrie Irving, later on they are gonna be all right. You know what I mean? Meaning that the Kyrie Irving probably come back and take it back later on or correct himself. Oh yeah, I'm educated now. As a matter of fact, he already take down the so-called post. And the so-called, the tweet that he make, he take it down already. So is that the first move into apologizing and suck it up? Just like you see the Stephen Curry come out and say, yeah, the moon landing never happened. And then all of a sudden, he eat it back, chew it up. Say, yeah, I wasn't educated. Now they educate me at NASA, bam, I'm in. Now, yeah, the moon landing happened. So I told you, they change a lot of people's perception on the world by using these puppets. Yeah, another Mag Bam podcast, man. Thursday version. Appreciate everybody for watching this Thursday, man. And I'll be back on Sunday. Bam.